Crystal Red experiment continues, albeit in a slightly different configuration than before for right now. Now, this tank is my orange Neocaridina Davies, and it's currently filled with RO water mixed with salty shrimp GHKH+. That gets me a nice, clean, usable baseline that is repeatable, and this will house all my orange Neos, but my little test subject nicknamed Snowball. That is the little fella right there. Now, he is a cull from my Crystal Red shrimp tank. Now, I'm not going to use my good Crystal Reds for this at the moment, especially when I have culls available to me. And he has been in here for approximately a week now. Initially, he was just chilling around, not doing much, but he seems to be actively part of this community's tank, or this tank's community, I should say. So he's been just chilling around, doing his own thing. Granted, a little young to know for sure if it's really a male or a female. But he doesn't look stressed out. He joins the other shrimps when I put a piece of food in the tank. He's not antagonized by the other shrimps, and in fact seems to get along with them quite well. It is well known that these two different species of shrimp do perfectly fine together. However, you'll notice that this tank is not an actively buffered substrate. This is just black sand, and the water is not particularly acidic. It's very neutral, right around 7 for the pH, possibly a little higher than that. And I'm just letting him do his thing and observing him every single day. So far, for the current week that he's been in here, I don't see any signs that he's stressed. In fact, he seems to be doing quite fine. But this will give me a new way to test these shrimp. Now, why did I choose this particular set of water parameters? Well, the goal is to one day have the ultimate Skittles tank, where I mix a variety of different species of shrimp together, and a variety of different colors from every species that I have in the same tank. In order to do that, I'm going to need to have a set of water parameters that all the shrimp can not just live in, but thrive in. So that's partly the point of this experiment. The next point of the experiment is to see if it really is necessary to go to the lengths that the conventional wisdom for Crystal Red shrimp says that you need to go to, with the actively buffered substrate and the special mineral that is specific for them. Now, I do have the minerals that are specific for them, because that's what I use in my Crystal Red tanks as I breed them right now. So this is the salty shrimp mineral GH plus for bee shrimp, which is what this little guy technically is, and they do quite well. So just to show you where he originally came from, this is the happy little colony. Someone molted recently. They're just gnawing away at the molt. So that's nice and good. And I've got a decent amount of Crystal Red shrimps doing their thing in here. However, some of the Crystal Red shrimps are not so red. There's a few of them. I think I just found one. Like that little fella right there. That is just pure white. Now, for the sake of this tank, I don't really want them breeding because I'm aiming for this nice striped color, like that little guy right there. So the culls will be my test subjects to go in a variety of different tanks. Now, I could have tried putting them in my Selawashi tank. The problem with that is we're going from a tank that is mildly acidic to the opposite. And Selawashis, their tank parameters are closer to around a pH of 8. Now, that's a little too alkalytic to just simply jump to. What I'm actually thinking is that these Selawashis will probably be just fine in the GHKH mixture for Neocaridina davidi. However, I'm not ready to do any sort of experimental work with these guys because I just want these guys to breed. As you may or may not know, Cardinal Selawashis are still considered somewhat endangered in the wild, and these are very expensive shrimp. So I just want to make sure these little guys are doing okay on their own. After I have a huge population of them, I will add them to my Skittles tank. But for now, we're taking things one step at a time, just testing these guys in different parameters.